All right. So, Evil Within 2. Um, this game is quite a bit longer than the Resident Evil games, mainly because it's open world, so there's a lot of optional things to do. Um, in my opinion, this game is everything Resident Evil 7 should have been and wasn't. Now, it is a little premature for me to say. I haven't had a chance to finish it. I've gotten maybe to the fourth chapter, I think, the beginning of the fourth chapter. And I think there's around 14, 15 chapters, something like that. But right out of the gate, you start to care about the characters, which is one of my main problems with Resident Evil 7, is you don't really give a shit about Ethan. You don't. Nobody cares about him. Like, nobody cares that he's in this situation. Like, it just doesn't matter. So, Evil Within 2 is directed by Shinji Mikami, I think his name is. Something like that. He's the director of Resident Evil 1 through 3, and actually he directed Resident Evil 4 as well. And you can see his influence in this game. I can say even after you get weapons and everything like that, and this game still has a way to make you feel like you're completely powerless against these monsters. Like, you want to avoid these monsters at all times. If you can't avoid them, you want to, because they're fucking brutal. Like, it's not like you just walk up and start shooting them. Like, you have to think about how things are going to play out. What else to say about it so far? The game's graphics are a little on the meh side. Resident Evil 7's graphics are definitely a step above this, but for me, being an old gamer, graphics have never been something I really gave a shit about anyways. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start a new game, and we're gonna just go from the beginning and just make our way through. This game was published by the same company who published Doom last year. The year before. I think it was 2015 Doom came out. And Doom was a wonderful game. Like, it was solid. Like, this publisher, they have announced, like, Resident Evil 7 has us having a gold edition, and they got DLC coming out in December. Honestly, I could care less. I probably won't. I'll play the DLC just because it's free. I have a hard time even wanting to support that game, because this game is by far stronger, for sure. You have optional things you can do. You can collect these things called locker keys that were in the first game. You have like a skill system that you can do to affect different parameters. I mean, I really enjoy it. The story, it's good, but it's confusing for a while, and then you start to kind of like, oh, okay, that's how this is going to go down. And I'm not going to spoil anything until the cutscenes happen, and then I'll kind of give you guys my insight on what I think is happening. But again, there's a lot I don't personally know either. So I've been waiting for this game for quite a while. I haven't done the stream yet because I've been having issues lately. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and enable aim assist, because why not?
No, this is not happening. God, Lily! Damn it! Lily, I'm here! Where are you? Oh God, is she upstairs? How did this happen? I'm coming, Lily. Just hold on. I'm here, Lily. I'm here.
This section is like backstory and then a little tutorial on how to move around and stuff.
Lily? Come on out. Lily, where are you? I'm here. Dad's here.
You weren't here for me, Dad.
Lily! No!
You didn't save me! Kidman?
Hello, Sebastian. It's been a long time.
3 years. I've been trying to track you down for 3 years.
You thought you'd find me at the bottom of an empty bottle. Is that it?
And why are you here now, damn it?
You didn't find me because they didn't want you to. Calm down, Sebastian.
You knew what was gonna happen in that hospital, didn't you?
What happened at Beacon is in the past. You need to forget it.
You sound just like that psychologist the Force shoved down my throat. But he didn't have answers. You do. You're gonna tell me about Mobius.
I'm here because of this.
Where did you get this?
Lily's still alive.
Lily is dead! I read the police report! I was at her funeral!
We can rewrite history if we want to. Staging a death is child's play. Why would I come out of the shadows just to lie to you? Lily is alive, and she's with us. But she's in danger. We need you to help save her.
Oh my god, what a plot twist.
Save her? What have you done to her? Get your hands off me!
I was hoping you'd come willingly, Sebastian. But we don't have time for this bullshit. We need you. Lily needs you.
I love how nobody else is in the bar. It's like just them. No bartender or nothing.
Sebastian? You're awake. Good.
Yeah. Great. Where are we?
You're in one of our facilities.
So this is the almighty Mobius, huh?
Be careful about what you say. You don't know how powerful they are.
Right. So powerful they have to kidnap a washed-up ex-cop to help them.
At least your terrible sense of humor is still intact.
Enough of this bullshit. Where's Lily?
Patience. All your answers are right here.
The Beacon Mental Hospital incident was an unfortunate setback. But we used the knowledge gained to build a new and vastly improved STEM system.
What does this have to do with my daughter?
Imagine it. Millions of minds connected together.
Gee, I wonder where they got this
Happiness for
storyline
one
from.
is happiness for all. This machine, this miracle, will allow our species to achieve greatness. We needed to start with a mind that was pure and clean enough to support thousands of personalities. The mind of an innocent child.
You connected Lily to that machine?
Your daughter is quite special. The most stable core candidate we've ever tested. Thanks to her, the new STEM has been a smashing success. Until recently.
A little over a week ago, Lily vanished. Just stopped sending signals. Then the STEM environment began to collapse. We thought it was just a technical glitch. An easy fix, so we sent a team of Mobius agents inside. But then we lost contact with them, and STEM went dark.
Think about this, Mr. Castellanos. I am providing you an opportunity. Not only to see your daughter again, but to save her life. Something you thought you failed to do before. You can save her, or let her die. It's your choice.
Good luck, Sebastian. And please, try to cooperate with any team members you might find in there. I know you don't trust us, but they have the same goals as you do.
That's all right. I'm fine by myself.
Just remember to call me the moment you find Lily, so that we can begin the extraction process. I'll be out here for you.
Like, yeah, whatever. So we have the Matrix, basically.
Someone else will be in there for you. Are you ready? Be careful in there, Sebastian. We're counting on you.
Oh, excuse me.
STEM entry in 3, 2, 1.
is this? Where am I?
It's weird. There's just like a lot of stuff they don't really explain until later. You just like have no clue what the fuck STEM is or what's going on.
I'm coming, Lily! I know it's hard to accept, Myra, but she's gone. Our little girl is gone.
No. I'll never accept it. If you won't help me, I'll find out the truth on my own.
What the hell is this place?
Detective, we've got a call.
All units 1199. Exploit cover code 3. Beacon Mental Hospital.
What the...
Hello? Sebastian, are you there?
Kidman? What?
Snap out of it, Sebastian. You made it in safely. How are you feeling?
Terrible. Like the worst hangover ever.
Don't worry. It will pass once your mind has adjusted. You're in an area separate from the main system right now. That's how we're able to maintain communication with you. This construct is called your room. It's a safe zone that was formed from your own memories.
My memories, huh? If that's the case, then where are my wife and child? This place looks like my old office at Crimson City PD.
It was your subconscious that built it. You should ask yourself that question. Let's get down to business. We sent some information into your room. Do you see anything unfamiliar?
Lily drew this picture of me. It was burned up along with everything else in the house. My first commendation. Feels like another lifetime. I guess because it was. There are photos of a bunch of Mobius agents here. Your lost team, I assume.
That's them. Let us know if you locate any of them. You're our only line of communication into STEM. They're stuck in Union and searching for Lily too.
Union?
This STEM environment was designed to look and feel like a small town called Union.
Great. So your experts need rescuing too, huh?
If anyone can do it, it's you.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, but I'm only here to find Lily.
There's more info there. You should check it out before you go.
Baker. Team leader. He's the guy I should try to find first. Harrison. Combat specialist, huh? Hopefully he can take care of himself. O'Neill. They must not have been expecting trouble if they sent in all these technicians. Sykes. A tech, but at least he has some small arms training. Hoffman. Psychology and surveillance. This one could be cagey.
Fuck, there it is. Jesus.
Union, huh? Looks like any town USA.
It was designed that way to keep the test subjects calm and relaxed.
Calm and relaxed. The exact opposite of Beacon.
What happened at Beacon was beyond our control.
It doesn't seem like you've got much control this time either.
Look, I don't know what you're going to encounter in there. If you need information, I'd suggest you try talking to some of the locals. You know, canvass the area. Just like you taught me back at KCPD.
You were never a real detective, Kidman.
And you're not a detective anymore. But let's try to do some detecting anyway, okay?
One thing I don't like though, is like when you're not sprinting, the running is like piss slow.
A cat. I don't ever remember owning a cat. Slide projector. Where did my memory dig this up? Elementary school?
So there's several different like collectibles and things throughout the game that you want to grab. The slides are one. There's just like a lot to do in this game outside of the main objectives. So you get an achievement if you get all the slide projectors and talk to Kidman about them.
Always.
You wouldn't have told me about Lily if your damn machine didn't go on the fritz. I would have spent the rest of my life mourning her and you wouldn't have cared.
I cared, but I couldn't say anything. They would have killed me.
I'm not sure I believe you.
Why would I lie about that?
To manipulate me. To get me to perform like a good little soldier. You've lied to me before. Our whole friendship was built on a lie.
Okay, I get it. And I don't blame you for feeling that way.
You'll never know how I feel until you've lost your family.
I never had a family to lose. Just two people who brought me into this world and treated me like a burden instead of a daughter.
Better to have loved and lost? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe. At least you had people who cared about you.
Point taken.
And every time you look at one of the slide projectors, you get an item.
Thanks, Kitty.
So it's not just some blind collection. Like there's actually a purpose to doing it.
A mirror. Just like Beacon. Should
Okay,
be
so
out. Why couldn't my memory just make regular doors?
the game will auto save like any other game, but you still need to actually save too. So these little terminals here are what you use to save on. I'm just gonna go ahead and save over this file. Alright. There's nothing really, not really anything else to do in here, so. And this is you going into the actual world.
Into the
This area is kind of like a save room. And this part is still like kind of a tutorial.
No.
Lily, what's wrong?
My doll's head is broke.
It's okay. Mom can fix it for you. She can fix anything.
Sebastian? What's wrong? Are you all right?
I've got a wonderful family. An amazingly smart and beautiful wife. Why wouldn't I be all right? Come here, Myra.
You've been working too hard. It's making you delirious. Are you sure you're not coming down with something?
A lot of this like psychological problems and stuff in this game.
Is this the right place? What the? What the hell? That's one of the search team.
Isn't it really crazy? Because you can just like watch this dude get killed in slow motion.
The team leader. One bullet. Straight through the head. Sadistic. Whoever did this must have enjoyed it. Someone tried to block the way out. Or in.
And I mean, it goes without saying, you know, usual stuff applies. Make sure you're searching everything. You want to get all the files and all that jazz.
Hello? Shit. Who was that?
This part is like super creepy.
What was that?
Shit.
So they kind of explain to you like how to sneak. That's a big part of the gameplay, that sneaking and stuff. If this guy sees you, you're dead instantly.
Who the hell was that? Just like the search team member.
Okay. And same shit, you just make sure you search everywhere.
I gotta find a way out of here.
Especially in this area, because you can never come back here. So, you have this one chance, really, to get all the items. You can't go in those other doors. And we came in this way, so go back up. so. The only place we can go is inside the elevator. Yeah, so you have all these like dead bodies or dolls or something, and then this is the part that really like started to freak me out when I first played this part. So you search this eye thing, and you turn around, and then there's this, and this was a passageway I came into, and you turn around, it's a door. it was so fucked up. Like, I was just like, what the fuck is this?
Shit.
You just did a really good job with, like, the creepy aesthetics and stuff, because you just don't know what's going on. Like, and that's, like, pretty much what it feels like, anyway, for the beginning of the game. From what I've played, you feel powerless and you don't know what the fuck's going on. Let's see. Alright.
What the hell?
You have no weapons, nothing to heal yourself with. You just gotta fucking run.
Shit. I'm trapped in here. Or maybe not. God damn it. What the hell is that thing? I don't hear it.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds. Alright. This part was one of the coolest fucking
You gotta be kidding
opening
me.
sequences I ever fucking played in any survival horror game. So you got fucking thing chasing you. This guy appears, so just throw a knife in your chest.
All right. What the fuck is going on here?
So you get stabbed. Then you can just let your health regenerate over time.
And now where am I?
So when you're in these houses and stuff, you want to always look for a first aid box. They're usually hanging on the wall somewhere. Like, that's always a solid plan. Okay. For some reason I thought there was a first aid box in this room, but I might be wrong. Might be the next section. But and then there's a table here. It gives you like a little syringe, which is what you use, basically what you use to heal yourself with in this game. Anytime you can save those, save them. Obviously.
Where were you when I needed you? Maybe this is the right place. Lily, I hope you're here. What did I get myself into? Kidman?
Sebastian, where have you been? We lost you.
I don't know. But it sure as hell wasn't a quaint little town. There's something bad happening in here, Kidman. Baker is dead. There's a killer running around in here, doing things that are... It's like Beacon all over again. What the fuck did you just send me into?
I don't know. We're in the dark out here. Baker was the team leader. If he's dead, that doesn't bode well for the rest of them. Keep searching around. The more info you gather, the more I'll be able to help you.
Yeah. Sure.
So normally you want to make sure you check trash cans and stuff, because there'll be weapon parts and things like that. Weapon parts are used to upgrade your guns. And then you want to, like, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to search for herbs and stuff. Usually at the around these houses and stuff, you'll find herbs just around. If you hold L1, you can assign where you want your stuff on your quick select.
Poor son of a bitch. Left here to rot like this. Don't worry, Sebastian. It's just a small, quiet town. Yeah. Too quiet.
Alright, so we're approaching our first enemy, actual enemy that we can kill.
Hello? Hey! She had to have heard me. Better check it out.
This part's very Resident Evil 7-ish. That reminds me of the opening scene with the bakers.
Hello?
Gotta eat. Skin and bones. Gotta eat. Clean your plate. You gotta eat. Skin and bones. I said eat! There. I'm doing my best for
What the? Oh, God.
So when you kill enemies, you get this stuff called green gel. That you use that to upgrade your abilities later.
Kidman.
That was fast. Did you learn anything new?
Yeah, I did. I learned that it really is like Beacon in here. The people in here are turning into creatures.
Damn it. What the hell happened?
I don't know. But it means that Lily is in more danger than just being lost.
Sebastian,
Save it, Kidman. Leave it to me. I'm gonna find her.
Think that dude's been dead or something? Again, they don't really explain anything, so you don't really know. Okay, so like I was saying, so you see this medical box, you want to search these because they'll give you, usually there's syringes in there, sometimes you'll get herbs, but most of the time it's syringes. Now, my life isn't full, and there is a reason for that. Later on, when we get to a save room, there's going to be like this coffee pot that you can drink, and it'll fill your life up all the way. So there's no point in wasting consumables. Okay. None of those are a reason I came in here. I just can't remember what it is. Oh, yeah. And this is gunpowder, which you can use to make bullets. Again, just more stuff. You want to make sure you're constantly searching everything. I'm going to do one more quick run around. I'm pretty sure I got everything though. Yeah, that's everything. Alright, so we just keep going down this path. So these boxes, just like in every other survival horror game, you can break them for ammo and such. So when you're sneaking around, like everything matters, like where you walk. So you'll notice that like some parts there'll be puddles. So if you're trying to sneak, sorry, my TV's acting stupid. If you're trying to sneak and you're walking through water, they're gonna hear you. You don't want your flashlight on, stuff like that. It's really realistic. I really enjoyed the difficulty aspect to this whole thing. And there's gonna be two like icons that'll appear. One will have an eyeball. One will have like it looks like sound waves. One is obviously they can see you, and one is obviously they can hear you. If they can do both, then they've seen you, and you need to get the fuck out. Because this isn't Resident Evil where like if you get caught, you know, if they see you, you can just like, go to town and destroy them. You probably could, but you'll waste a lot of ammo. But if you run away far enough, you can get them to reset, and then you can go about your business. Okay, head up here. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, if you're not running, the just stamina you have is, you go so slow. Like, it feels like you're in slow motion. That's one of the guys that we're supposed to rescue.
Mobius members. Some of them are still alive then.
This is where you learn how to sneak and
Those
stuff.
things are everywhere.
So what we want to do...
Need to get in there and squeeze that guy for info.
Okay. Go ahead and... What I do is, at this part, let's go way over here, because it's easier, because there's a bunch of enemies that way, and you just don't want to deal with them. So a bottle... excuse me. So a bottle, you can throw it, and it'll like make noise, and it'll distract them. Or if you buy this skill called Bottle Break, it'll allow it where if the monster grabs you and you have a bottle in your inventory, it'll automatically smash it over their head and get away. It's really, really useful. And if you play it on casual, which is the easy difficulty, you automatically get that ability. So there you go. So you sneak up, stab them, and move, go about your business. So what you want to do is kill that guy, and then still crawling, because it's important. Get the homeboy over here. And we're going to kill him too. Alright, and then what I want to do here is we're going to go and grab the items that were scattered around. Okay, over here in this truck there's a gunpowder over here. I thought there were boxes to break, but I might be wrong. For some reason I thought there were boxes that I needed to break over here, but I guess I'm wrong. Okay. And like I said, like, it's not worth going and trying to kill those guys, because you're gonna get seen. Guarantee that. You can go over here and over here and see one of them can see me. So what you want to do is, if that happens, you can fight them, but your best option is just to get to where they can't see you. And sometimes they see you anyways. And then what I like to do is just run to where they stop chasing you. And then they'll reset. Something I also really enjoyed about this game was, if there's foliage, like bushes and stuff, you can sneak in them and it'll literally camouflage. And you'll see your body do that weird graphic thing, and they can't see you. I mean, it's an interesting dynamic. They added a bunch of really awesome systems in this game. I really enjoyed it. What, like, oh shit. Go over here. Start heading inside. And we're getting close to the save room.
Hopefully that'll hold.
I did miss one thing while I was on my way, but it's not that big a deal. It's only like 10 parts or something. It's not enough to be concerned with. So I have the maximum number I can hold for healing items, which is good. I have a few herbs, so once I get 3 herbs, I can make another syringe.
Don't come any closer!
Okay, calm down. Don't shoot. I'm not gonna hurt you. See? You can lower your gun. I'm on your side.
You're not Mobius. You might not be one of those things, but that doesn't mean you're on my side.
You're right. I don't work for Mobius, but I was sent here by them.
Have you seen what those things out there? What they can do?
Yeah, I have. Lucky for you, your partner was willing to sacrifice himself so you could escape.
He wasn't my partner. He was just a member of Union security detail. Protecting me was his job, and my job is to solve a hardware issue. Dying inside here is above my pay grade. I'm not a soldier. I'm just a technician.
I know.
Stop, or I'll shoot! No!
A soldier would have taken the safety off. I told you, we're on the same side. Let's try this again. I'm Sebastian Castellanos.
I'm O'Neill. Liam O'Neill.
So you're not Mobius, but they sent you in here? Why?
I'm looking for I'm trying to restore the core. Just like you are.
Yeah? Good luck with that. I'm done. I'm just gonna hold out here until extraction.
They can't extract you. Not until Lily is found.
Who's Lily?
Look, everyone is stuck in here until the core is located. Can you help me out?
If you're asking me to go out there with you, you can forget about it. This is a safe house, so I'm staying safe. Got me? But I may have a lead on the core. I detected some signals nearby that resonated the core's frequency. We were trying to track them when we got attacked. Here, listen to this. It sounds like a little girl, right?
Quiet. Was that her? The core?
I think so. But I've been picking up all sorts of weird signals on my communicator since we got here. No way to know for sure until you track it to its source.
How do I do that?
Your communicator can pick it up too. Once you're out there, check it. You'll see. You'll probably pick up other signals while you're out there. It wouldn't hurt to follow them to find out what...
No way. The core first. It's the only way we're getting out of here.
Suit yourself.
Let's pair up our communicators. That way I can tell you if I find anything.
Yeah, okay. Can't hurt, I guess.
Alright, so what you want to do is you want to ask about the various questions, because he's going to give you coordinates for optional stuff. This is kind of like where the open world section takes place.
Those things are pretty tough. Takes a lot of ammo to get them off my back. Do you have anything stronger in here?
Not in here, but you could probably find some out there. This place was designed to be peaceful, but Mobius and firepower go hand in hand.
Do you know where I can find some of this firepower?
It's pretty chaotic out there. You're not going to find a pile of heavy-duty weapons altogether. But I did see something useful next to an abandoned APC just outside. I'll mark its location for you. But be careful. There are a lot of those things hanging around it.
It's more dangerous out there than I expected. Any idea where I can get some weapons and supplies?
I tried to tell you about this one signal, but you didn't want to hear it.
Well, I'm all ears now.
I picked something up from 2 Mobius security team members who were talking about weapons caches. Maybe you can follow it and get some gear. Maybe they're out there, can help you out.
I'll think about it.
Come on, man. I'm all alone in here. I could use some protection.
Maybe if you hadn't let your last guard take the fall for you.
Whatever. I'll mark the signal on your communicator. Follow it or don't follow it. I don't care.
There were 5 members of your team?
There was a security force already in here to help us. But yeah, there are 5 search team members. Wait, did you just say were?
I found Baker. He's dead.
Huh. Doesn't surprise me. He locked onto a powerful signal and went to investigate. I told him we should just request extraction and report our findings, leave the dangerous work to somebody else. But he wouldn't hear of it, being team leader and all. Always had to be the brave one. You ask me, there's a thin line between brave and foolish.
Yeah. There's a thin line between prudent and cowardly, too.
Tomato, tomato. I'm not saying I'm glad he's dead. What kind of asshole do you think I am? I hope the others are okay.
I'll let you know if I find anybody else.
You'd really do that? Thanks. I'd appreciate that.
So you've been stuck in here a week already?
Has it been that long? Damn. Time's a little fluid in here. This was supposed to be a simple in-and-out job. Like, home in time for dinner simple. But this is different than anything I've ever seen before.
What do you mean?
Wonky stuff usually happens when a core goes AWOL, but what's happening is more than that. This place is falling apart at the seams. We used the stable field emitter, but it's not working like it's supposed to.
What's the stable field emitter?
If Mobius sent you in here, shouldn't you know this stuff already?
The guy's kind of a dick, but you're kind of a dick too, so it kind of works out. Okay, so this is, you know, just like our Resident Evil save rooms. So you have multiple forms of currency. You have green gel, you have red gel, and you have weapon parts, gunpowder. Trying to think of what else. Okay, so gunpowder and other items are used to make bullets and ammunition. Green gel is you use to upgrade your skills or your health. Red gel, I'm trying to think, actually I might be wrong. Red gel like removes barriers in the skill tree. So yeah, okay, so also there's these coffee makers. And they will heal you twofold. This is why I didn't use healing items before. Because I knew I could get here without dying. And you just gotta... You drink coffee, it reloads, it refills after a while. And there's an achievement for drinking coffee at all the safe houses.
Takes the edge off.
It's fucking weird, just I wouldn't be caught dead drinking coffee, but... Okay, so you go over here, you can craft things in your, at your workbench, which is the same as it is in Resident Evil Revelations. Basically the same thing, except here you use weapon parts to upgrade your firearms. And each gun has 4 different categories: firepower, ammo, fire rate, and reload time. Excuse me. Then you can craft bullets, you can craft health. And not all the bullets require the same, you know, items to make. Handgun bullets are just gunpowder. Some of them, like when you use crossbow bolts, you need like steel pipes and things like that. So there's various different things. I'm just gonna make about 5 rounds. That'll keep me okay for a while. And you can also craft things when you're out in the world, but it does require more items per craft. Okay. Actually, we're gonna save when I go in the mirror. So we're gonna head out of this room. And there's going to be a mirror. And you see the girl from the first game.
What the? Who is that?
But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to head outside real quick before I go back there. So I can show you guys how the lockers work. Because there's a key like literally right outside the fucking door. Here. Okay. So you can use this radio to tune in on signals. It's how we find out where we need to go on the map. Let's see here. I thought there was a herb over there, but I guess not.
Huh? Okay. Let's see if I can find this signal he mentioned.
Okay. So, when it says unknown residence, you want to hit square, and it'll send you. And the orange direction is kind of where we need to go for the story. This one here is the rogue one. And you hit square to kind of lock on.
That must be the signal O'Neill mentioned.
And if you look at Sebastian's belt, you can still see the radio, so it'll tell you how far you need to go to.
Keeps breaking apart like this, there won't be any Union to search. I gotta try to find that signal.
Okay. So the goal here is to go find Lily, obviously. Also, you want to check any of these barrels that you see around, because you usually can find weapon parts in them. Or powder. Like I just found powder. I didn't know that for a while. Because you really don't notice it, and you don't really think about it. So anytime you see a statue like this, you want to break it. And it'll give you a key. And it's a locker key. There are 32 locker keys. Let me see here. So what I want to do here is I want to go inside that church, but I want to do something before I go in the church. So you can get these hatchets from certain enemies. And the hatchets will like let you melee one-shot monsters. Because obviously there's gonna be times where you can't evade monsters. It's not gonna happen. Okay. And you can see there's a hatchet right there. And that is a bottle. Oh, that's gunpowder. Oh, we got a monster making her way over. I'm trying to get her to reset. I don't know why it still says she can see me, because she can't see me. There we go. Alright. So, reset. Okay. Alright, no way that bitch can see me where I'm at. Okay, that didn't quite work out as well as I had hoped, but what we're gonna do here is grab this hatchet, and we're gonna run. Back to the safe house. Because I don't want to waste it on her because there is... There's like a preacher in this church, and you can't get away from him. Like, he's unavoidable, unfortunately. So the hatchet comes in handy against him because he's like he's not super powered, but he's got more health than most of them. Okay. This game is hard even when you know what's gonna happen because you just get random fucking problems like that. Like that monster turned around way too quick than she usually does, and you just, if you can keep out of line of sight, then you're pretty good. And as you can see, there's an item under this van here. I'm gonna grab it real quick. It's another bottle, it looks like. I don't know, more gunpowder. Okay. So there's a bottle here. You can carry 5 bottles. And again, they're really nice to have. What we're gonna do though is we're gonna go on and hit in this area here. Grab this herb real quick. I'm gonna go in this building. There's no monsters in this building. So it's really just an item grab sort of scenario. And there's a file in here that we need to get. And in this area too, there's it's just a flyer for the city. It's so weird because you know this town is fake, but they still like create this world that you still give a shit about. It's really interesting to me. Like, you know it's fake. You know it's not a real town. You know that this is all the simulation, but it's still, I don't know. I just thought it was really clever the way they did it. This is like if the Matrix and Resident Evil had a baby. Alright. So we're gonna open this bag here. Grab that gunpowder. Alright. And later we're gonna come back here, and I think it opens up this door. Yeah, this door's locked right now. Later we'll come back and we'll end up coming through that door from another area. But so we're gonna go inside this church here. There's gonna be another locker key in here. There is a method to my madness why I'm doing this first before I show you the upgrade station. Okay.
Please forgive me for what I've done. Please forgive me for what I've done. Please forgive me. Oh my God. Please. I know I've sinned, but not this. Please. I won't sin again. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for what I've done.
Hello?
Please forgive me.
Are you okay?
Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Oh God, please.
Okay, so I'm gonna do here, and we're gonna turn around real quick. And there we go. Like, that was the smoothest it could have possibly went. I didn't hit once. The hatchet is super useful there. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how good that thing is. Nails, you use them to make certain bowgun bolts. Alright, so we got another herb here. So you want to break this because you're going to get another key.
Looks like the Padre had some fight in him.
And there's another needle there, but I can't carry anymore, so. So. It was definitely pretty good. Like, I really don't think that could have went any better. You know, just your usual shit. Just search all the pews. Make sure you're grabbing them, because they like to hide items in like little tiny itty bitty spaces. So, all right.
Those things are piling corpses up here. But why?
It's just some pretty damn graphic stuff, honestly. Let's see here. Every time it beeps, it means because you're getting closer to your main objective. It's actually really fucking annoying that it does that. I wish it didn't do that. It's a bottle, I think. I don't know. Gunpowder. Yeah, it's a bottle. I can't search this barrel for whatever reason. Fuck. I'm right here. I might as well do this. There's a monster around this corner here. He's eating. I want to sneak kill him. See what I mean? Like, it's fucking brutal. Usually you get goo out of them, but I guess not this time. Alright, now the thing about this area here is we're gonna take these boxes here. Smoke powder you can use to make... There's like bowgun bolts that you can make like smoke bolts. That's what it's used for. We're gonna go ahead and loot this thing unless I already did. Now there's not something in all of them, but they're definitely worth checking out. Okay, so up top here is one of the reconnaissance resonance ones. I don't know if I know how to talk today. Apparently, there's gonna be one monster up top. I just want to kind of keep an eye on where old buddy is, because there's definitely some stuff up here worth grabbing. And this is another situation where you want to watch what you're walking on top of, because there is water, I think. I want gonna try to kill little buddy, because as you can tell, ammunition isn't just lying around like in Resident Evil. You actually have to make it and all that stuff. And the more you make, more often you have to make ammo, the worse off you are, because the gunpowder, while it's around, it's not like super plentiful. Alright, old buddy. We're gonna go over here because he's gonna come in our vision. So okay. Old boy here is still running around. I want to see where he's going. I'm trying to get a clear shot of him, but he walks so weird. Trying to get him. There we go. You got more green gel. So, if you can kill them, obviously you want to, because you want to get that green gel because you use it to upgrade your weapons. And sometimes you'll find really, really strong enemies that give you like
toast,
a butt ton of it.
but the rest of it looks okay. Need to find some parts to fix it.
That kind of tells you like where to go to find the rest of the sniper rifle. More bullets, things like that. Alright, so we got what I wanted. So now we'll head back to the save room and I'll show you how that's a steel pipe. We can use that for some bolts too. I'll show you what the keys are used for. First, go over here. It's a bottle that I can't carry. We're getting close to max capacity for herbs too. I mean, it's good because I'm doing really well, but alright, we're gonna run over here real quick. Check this garbage can. Powder. Grab this herb. Okay. Okay. They did pretty good. We'll go ahead and see if the coffee has been refilled yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over here real quick. Upgrade the handgun a bit. I always go for the firepower first. I mean, this is me. So okay, so you have your upgrades, and then these ones you need high grade weapon parts, and then it'll take it to level 2, and then you can upgrade these from level 2, and then level 3 here, and then the rest of it. So, you know, a fully upgraded handgun can do some pretty good damage, and you can grab a handgun that has a silencer on it later. You know, and then you have your ammo, your clip capacity here, your reload times for the gun, and then they're, you know, how fast the gun shoots. Everything except the firepower is relatively cheap to do. As you can see, we have plenty of powders now. I'm gonna go ahead and make about 5 more handgun shells, just so you know we got a good amount. All right, so we're gonna head this way. I'm gonna go talk to the mirror. So if you played Evil Within 1, you will know about the chair, because the chair was in the first game. This takes us back to that first room in the beginning. And then you can go sit in that chair. And you can actually use the workbench in here too if you'd like.
Let me out of here!
Detective Castellanos. What a pleasant surprise. Welcome back.
You again? How are you here?
I could ask you the same question. Regardless, it's nice to see a familiar face. Even if that face has seen far too much. You look tired, Detective. I can help you get back in shape. Just like before.
Okay, so this is what you use your gels for, but we're going to do this in a second. So
I don't understand. This place. It's just like Beacon. But this isn't Beacon. This is Union.
Is it? It all seems familiar to me. These walls, that chair, you. For me, it's as if nothing has changed at all.
So you have this grid here. And then you also have, for some reason, it's not letting me interact with these right now. I don't know why, but we're gonna go ahead and try that again. I don't know why it's not letting me interact with lockers. Those keys, those locker keys I've been getting, you use them to unlock those lockers. There's 32 lockers, obviously, because there's 32 keys in the game.
You brought something with you. A key? Excellent. Some keys open doors of perception, but this isn't one of them. This one is more mundane, but still useful.
So,
go on. Open one. Its contents are better off in your hands than locked away in here.
there's 32 lockers. I'm not 100% sure if they're random or there's a set number. Some people said they're random, some people said they're not. But, yeah, so there's the lockers. So, the skill trees, right? So you have stuff that increases your health, stuff that increases your movement speeds and stealth, combat, how fast you recover health. I personally love I think the athleticism one. I'm trying to think. There's one. Where's the bottle one? Maybe it's under stealth. Yeah, so bottle break costs 5,000, but that's the one where it, like, you hit them with the bottle. Obviously, you get this skill and you open up the skills surrounding it in the tree. To me, it offers like another form of gameplay elements, which I really enjoyed. Now, these things cost a lot of gel. That's why you need to search for everything. And then the red ones will unlock these things here. So same thing here. You can increase your maximum health. You have one that'll save you from getting killed. Let's see, we have combat. Reduces the recoil. That is an incredibly useful skill, but obviously it costs 75,000 gel, so yeah, it's not going to be cheap. Athleticism just increases them, you know, how long you can run for. And this one gives you a certain percentage to just dodge, like auto dodge. Recovery just increases how much health you get when you use an item. One will automatically heal yourself if you die when you have a healing item in your inventory. Stealth is kind of like what I always like because I'm using stealth so much. And bottle break is such an important skill. So that's that upgrade system. Then you have the lockers there. And we can upgrade another thing for the gun. Upgrade the damage the guns do. We can't upgrade anything else until either for two reasons. One, we need to increase our level, and two, we need more parts. But having a handgun that does more damage is always a good thing. Let me see about this though. Do I have enough? Yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and craft some more bullets. I'll just kind of go at a capacity. Ooh, we're good. So like I said, we're sitting pretty. We got like 9 herbs. We have 20 powders, full max on handgun bullets and syringes. Like we're sitting pretty good, considering. And every time that you find one of the slides and you look at it, you get like quite a bit of items. So, all right. So that concludes tonight, mainly because I'm starting to have, my tooth is starting to hurt again. Tomorrow we'll continue what we're working on. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, like I said, I am enjoying it a lot. It's definitely on one of my top lists for the year so far of games that have been released. And if you guys are on the fence about trying out South Park is proving to be a lot of fun. It's super funny. They put a lot of effort into the gameplay, and you know, I was really surprised at how fun that game has turned out to me. It's a lot of fun. And Evil Within 2, both these games are definitely, if, you know, obviously you can afford it, they're definitely games that are worth buying, for sure. So, yeah. I definitely check it out. Alright guys, so that's all I got. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.